I have looked after children before. On my year abroad last year, I taught English to 2 French children called Leopold and Maximilian. It writes itself. And, you know, they were 3 and 6 years old, and I think kids of that age, you know, they're not as... people don't give them enough credit. You know, people think of them as these sort of idiotic creatures running around with no idea what's going on. But actually, they're more complex than that. And underneath that, they're also cunts. I was the teacher, but I also learnt a lot. The main thing I learned is that I fucking hate children. I was trying to teach them English. I'd like point at objects and then try and like say the colour or something. I'd be like, oh, green, green, and this kid would be like, not vert, like, you fucking idiot. He didn't understand what foreign languages were. He just thought I was wrong. Like, look at it from his perspective. He's 3 years old. He doesn't even know what English is. A random man has just walked into his house, started pointing at objects and making random unintelligible noises. Doesn't exactly command respect, to be honest. And they were terrible. They were terrible children. I'd try and discipline them and be like, stop doing that, please. And Maximilian at that point has 2 options. Option number 1, try and work out what I'm saying from my tone of voice and like my body language and my facial expression. Or, option number 2, hit Leopold with a plastic axe. It was option number 2 literally every single time. Do you know how demeaning it is to be routinely disrespected by someone whose teeth aren't even real yet? It's just, oh, so horrible. Oh dear, so horrible. But kids that age as well, they have this awful word that they learn. And it's not a rude word, it's not an offensive word, it's the word why. Specifically said, like, why? Because you know at that point, they don't really want an answer, they just want to fuck with you. You're like, look, you gotta stop hitting Leopold, please. Why? Like, because it hurts him. Why? Because there's pain receptors. Oh, I understand what you're doing here, you little shit. And I tell you what, it's 100% worse with French children, because instead of asking why, they go, pourquoi? Mais pourquoi? And you're like, look, listen, like, Leopold, you cannot get in the bath with your clothes on. Mais pourquoi? Qu'est-ce que tu dis? Je peux pas me bagner avec les vêtements? Pourquoi? Va-t'en, connard! You know.